more than 45 years. We were neighbors for more than 35 years. Tom was always ready to help you with anything, especially in the plumbing field. One of my memories was that Tom had been in the plumbing business for many of his working years, so he knew exactly what had to be done when you had a plumbing problem. The only thing wrong with this picture is Tom had a big pair of channel lock pliers. When we saw Tom coming, we knew there might be trouble with those pliers and our shiny faucets. We would hold our breath as Tom worked. Sometimes everything worked out fine, and then other times our faucets had a little scratch on them. But really, he always got the job done, and he always told me, he said, "Hey, buy Delta." He had worked for Delta for years.
It's true.
Another little story, Tom and I always shared our pilot stories. He was well qualified and he had all of his pilot ratings. He flew out of Rocky Mount, North Carolina, and several of the guys from around Rocky Mount were hired by Piedmont Airlines. That's the airlines that I flew with. But Tom told me that he was colorblind and he had a waiver on his pilot license, so he never pursued the airline job. But he decided to go down to Raleigh and get the waiver removed from his license. He said it was a cold and rainy day down there, and he talked to the inspector, and the inspector said, "Listen, I'm gonna call the tower and tell them to give you a red, green, and yellow light." So anyway, they opened the door, closed it very quickly. The FAA asked him, he said, "Tom, what did you see?" He said, "I saw a red, yellow, and green light." The inspector said, "You have no problem," and he signed the waiver on it. My final remembrance, though, happened this past month. I took Tom to have his colonoscopy. When it was finished, the nurse came out and asked me to come on back to the recovery room. Tom was still in La La Land, and when I got back there, he was trying to wake up, and finally he come to just a little bit. The first words out of his mouth was, "Are you girls ready? Rapture ready? Are you rapture ready?" And then we started talking about what church we went to and so forth. But we all had a good laugh. A little while later, as he had completely woke up, he said, "When am I going to have the colonoscopy?" The girl said, "It's finished." He said, "That was too easy. Let's try it again." Tom was my very true friend, and he's going to be missed so much.